One of the things, I work with new grads often, speak with them on a regular basis, and I'm sure you hear similar things that many times they feel like, oh, I am a new grad. I don't have experience. How do I get experience so that I can get that job that I really want? They do feel, there's sometimes some insecurities on their skill sets, or if they feel like, oh, I had a strong rotation in this area, but I didn't have a strong rotation in this other area. So there's a lot of uncertainty, and I think confidence lacking sometimes on different skills with new grads. But when you're talking with one and working with one, and one says that they are worried, I'm not going to be a competitive applicant, I'm new, what do you say to them in order to help them feel more confident as a new grad and what they do know?
Sure. Well, really, my approach is just trying to have an understanding of what it's like in their shoes every single time, regardless of how long I've been doing this. Because when you haven't dealt with the job search before, or the job market, it can be really daunting. And really, what I look for in candidates is that they're ready to work, and work really smart when it comes to the process. Flexibility is super key, and really just that thirst and that drive to succeed. And then, of course, that sense of being really humble, because they don't have to be perfect, especially when they are, gaining experience and building their resume. It's just that, that they are willing to lean on their mentors, lean on their experience, but also just have the passion for the field itself and the excitement to grow.
Well, and one thing I want to touch on, and something you just said, is that's something I stress to them on a regular basis, and I love that you also do, is that they don't have to be perfect and 100% know all this information to get their first job, because they are new grads. And I've been doing this for 18 years, this work as an SLP, and I'm constantly learning. And there's areas I know I still have a lot to learn. So it never ends, which is great. I think that's one of the beautiful things about this field. But I love that you stress to them, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything. That's part of what getting your feet wet and getting out in this field is going to bring, is just that learning piece.